Now, Prince Harry's case is at the High Court today, challenging the Home Office's decision to remove his police protection when he's in the UK. Lawyers for the litigious Duke have argued that he is unjustifiably treated less favourably than others over his security arrangements. Joining me now is former Head of Royal Protection, Dai Davies. Dai, good afternoon to you. Does he have a case?
Well, good afternoon to you, Ian. No, unless he can show that he is at risk. And indeed, I'd like to see the evidence from anyone to show that he is at greater risk than any other non-royal, non-working past royal in existence today. If there is evidence, then let's look at it, and let those who are qualified to do make a reasoned judgment in respect of whether he is being less favourably treated. I don't think so. And the research I have done, in fact, I've researched the history of attacks on royal family going back to George III. And in my professional opinion, unless there's evidence to show to the contrary, I don't think he deserves it as a non-working royal. If anybody can show just cause why he should, then let's bring the evidence forward, and I would change my mind if that's the case.
Is there an argument that his lawyers may well be mounting as we speak, Dai, that he is, as you rightly say, he's not a working royal, he has no royal title anymore, therefore he has no royal duties. But the fact that he's been a working royal, that's something you can't unsee. That is a reality, an irredeemable reality, and is with him forever. So, yes, he's not currently working, but having been a working royal means that he does, to a degree, still carry some of the risks and some of the hazards and potentials as if he was still back in the family, as it were, in the firm.
I think that's a fair point. If, as I say, there is credible evidence or intelligence or information that he is at risk, then the Metropolitan Police and Ravec, the Royal and VIP Committee who decide these things. And what is interesting, I think he feels that two of the members of that, one a former colleague, a commander, the only lord, as far as I know, in the Metropolitan Police he sat on that committee, and he was in overall command of royalty and diplomatic for 11 years. Now, surely he has as much knowledge and credibility as anyone to decide on the information they're given. And I can't discuss that information because, frankly, at the moment, I don't know what it is. But somebody, serious men and possibly women, obviously, sitting on that committee, they are highly intelligent people, as far as I'm aware. I have faith in their judgment. Nothing is perfect in this life, as you well know. But as far as it goes, and talking less favourably, other royals have been downgraded, as it were. Yeah. Again, I don't want to speak publicly, but a number of them now don't get the kind of attention I gave them years ago when I was the overall operational commander. So many of them have lost totally royalty protection. And given the fact that if he actually comes to see his father in an official capacity, he undoubtedly, I think, and has so far been given that protection, as far as I've observed. The last thing I would say is there's an obligation on a principal to act responsibly and to keep a low profile. I've seen nothing that convinces me that Harry understands that, or indeed his wife, Meghan.
Yeah,
it's a two-way
I'm not sure
process.
they understand the words low profile very much, Dai.
No, I don't think they do. But common sense tells you, don't open your large mouth in terms of killing people. Don't go around waving from open windows at people. Don't go out having nonsenses in New York. I could go on forever. So if I was in charge, on the evidence that I have seen, and clearly being retired, I don't see it to the extent, I wouldn't give him protection unless, as I say, there was a rational cause why we should spend millions of your money and mine protecting him.
And just a final question, Dai. If he does come over in not a royal capacity, but kind of an official capacity, like the coronation, something like that, is that a game changer? Does he then get given some level of security if he does that? Or is he still responsible for his own doings?
No. I think if he's there by official invitation in his role as the prince of the realm, as it were, then yes, and he has been. Again, when he's been here in that kind of capacity, royalty protection. And there's not an unlimited number of men and women in royalty protection to afford it to everyone else. It'll be very interesting what evidence, and I go on evidence, not some fancy idea or others I'm entitled. I'll go on evidence, and if the evidence points it, and again, I've been questioning today where that evidence comes from, and surely if there was evidence, it would come out. It hasn't so far.
We will watch with interest. Dai, thank you as ever. That's Dai Davies, former head of Royal Protection, a man who knows his way around these kind of stories. Thank you to him. We'll update you as to how that case goes.